What's up, everyone? Been about 2 months since I stopped powerlifting, and just a few weeks ago I started actually going back to the gym and starting to load up my lower back more to hopefully rebuild my lower back, get past this injury. So previously I was doing a lot of core work and all that, but didn't actually do anything for my lower back. Core exercises did definitely help, and you're going to see them later in the video, but I do think it was important for me to still work on my lower back specifically, just because, as a powerlifter, I have hundreds of pounds on my lower back multiple times a week, so I want to be able to do a squat, deadlift without any pain and be able to get the muscle and the tissue to tolerate that load again. So a couple ways I'm doing that. Right here you can see I was doing some back extensions the usual way with some weight. And here specifically, this is a single leg variant. So kind of working both sides, keeping that pelvis stable. So far it's been so good. It's been, I don't know how long it's been. I said 2 weeks, maybe 3, but this is the best my back has felt since injuring it. And this was, when did I get injured? I want to say March. So about 7 months ago. Back extensions are helping. I started doing single leg deadlifts with some light weight. All these exercises are trying to be very, very cautious with loading. I don't want to load too much weight and then re-aggravate anything. But I'm starting extremely slow. Here you can see I'm doing some cat camels. That's good just to get, motion, fluid, warm up lower back. A couple sets of these and the back feels pretty fluid. Back to the back work. So I've been doing the back extensions. Of course, it works hamstring and glute a bit, but I've mainly been focusing on just holding the contraction of the lower back, really trying to feel that. And the way I'm doing them currently is just with a neutral spine, no bending of the spine. That's a variation that I want to get to once I reach a certain weight in mind with my back extensions. So for now, I'm just doing with a straight back, including the single leg variant. And I didn't record it here, but I am doing also single leg deadlifts. That's helping as well. Right here you can see I'm doing some hip flexor stuff. The hip flexors, the psoas, the QL, all that needs to be strengthened as well. Hip flexors tie into the lower back and lower spine. And I believe it's the psoas that does that too. So these help strengthen those muscles as well. So I've been doing some of these, as well as some other core work too that help target the hip flexors and those psoas muscles and all that stuff. And yeah, I think so far, with not only doing the core work as before, but also just adding in the specific back work now that things are moving a lot better. I do also plan later on to do like partial squats with the pauses, maybe work into like a half range of motion and then a full depth, just holding for about 3 to 5 seconds each rep, and incrementing the weight slowly with the bar, just so I can slowly reintroduce squatting back. Do the same thing with deadlifting too, and also reacclimate my lower back, all those little muscles and tissues, whatever, tendons, all the small stuff within the spine too that doesn't really get the spotlight. So I'm trying to fully bulletproof all this stuff. I don't know if I didn't record it here either. I've been doing QL raises too. That's been helping. I do those with my back extensions. So I just use the little hamstring or back extension machine set up there, and I basically just lean to my side, up and down. Everything I've been doing has been in about the 2-set and 10 to 12 rep range. Oh, I've also been doing those single leg back extensions, but instead of actually doing a range of motion where I go up and down, I just hold the position with a single leg for about 1 to 2 minutes, and those are killer, usually at the end of my workout. And I've only been going twice a week, so I do it by ear. If one day I feel I need to recover more, then I take 3 days off. Usually it's just 2 days off, and then I repeat. But yeah, it's going good so far. I just really trying to play the long game here, especially with this back injury. And hopefully I can get back to full-time powerlifting again early next year. That's my goal. I think the real test will be seeing when I start to actually work in squats and deadlifts again, see what kind of pain, I guess, if I experience any, or what kind of load I can manage over time. I'm planning on working through all this within the next 3 months, and we'll see what happens. So what is this right here? This is one of those core exercises. What are these called? I don't know what these are called, but you can see opposite leg to opposite elbow. This helps work your pelvis stability and your core. Not so much the lower back, but it is involved, but not so much. I am working here specifically on more of the pelvic tilt, so tilting my pelvis a bit forward every time I crunch. That way you can really have the abs and the hip flexors do its job. Is it hip flexors? No, psoas. The harder version of this is you can see my whole shins on the seat there, but if you pick your shin up and just have your knee down, so now you're on just like that one kind of point to balance, makes it way harder. The next level up from this is if you have like a foam roller or a half foam roller, you can put your knee on top of, so that you have to eliminate the rocking and fight that too. That's really tough. So these help as well. Other things like the ab wheel roll, the wheel roller thing, those are good. I've been doing some of those sometimes. I kind of alternate in between. I haven't recorded everything. I should, so I can show for reference for others and for myself. But yeah. So it's a mixture of just core work, hip flexor work, QL, psoas, lower back specific stuff with the back extensions, single leg deads. Hopefully this is going to set up a good foundation that I can go into more specific powerlifting movements with the squat and deadlift soon. I think I can, but I'm taking my time. Don't want to rush it, because that's definitely been my enemy, rushing these things, and then you got an injury, so got to learn to slow down. But in the meantime, I've just been focusing on working and doing other stuff. So it's been kind of a good slow down, good break. But I am itching to get back, which is good, because I don't feel as burnt out anymore. So hopefully next video you guys see is maybe some squats, deadlifts, the variations I'll be doing, maybe more specific back work. But yeah, that was just my little update. So far, I probably feel at about 50 or 40%. So that's pretty good. Peace.